Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Coffee and a Kiki, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8, Episode 5, Snatch Game! Woo! So I have my coffee mug right here. It's like my florally 60s looking mug. My body woke me up at about 6:45, but I really wasn't mad about it because I have a crap ton of stuff to do. So it's 7:20 right now. I have to make this video. I have to then shower, get ready. I have to go to wig fittings for a show I'm designing at 10. I'm out of there by noon. I have to stop by the studio, ship some stuff. I have to come home, roller set, style some wigs. Then I have to go to work. So if this video actually ends up going up on Wednesday versus Tuesday, I'm sorry about it, but you know, bitch got stuff to do. I'm also not feeling really well today. Kind of wheezy, kind of coffee. Not coffee. I mean, I love coffee. Coffee like coffee. So this episode was Snatch Game, which is my most favorite episode during the whole RuPaul's saga. I love Snatch Game. This year's Snatch Game was kind of blah to me though. As excited as I was for Thorgy and for Bob, and as well as they both did, everyone else just kind of was pretty flat for the most part. So I was kind of like, with Snatch Game this year. I kind of sound like Robbie at the end of the episode. I lost my voice so I couldn't talk, but I'm actually not pretending. Thorgy Thor as Michael Jackson. This was hilarious. His mannerisms were spot on. His voice was great. I love the band-aids on the fingers. The only issue I had with this was the wig that he had, and it was, I mean, it worked. It worked for the character, but it was just obviously like a really cheap Party City shiny synthetic wig. It definitely got the point across, and his makeup, especially his nose contouring, was a maze. So Kimchi chose Kimmy Jong-un, or Un. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I actually only watched this week's episode once. Usually I watch them 3 or 4 times. I was worried about Kimchi in Snatch Game because of her dead eyes, and then she picked a character whose eyes are closed the whole time. So I was kind of fine with it. Acid Betty as Nancy Grace. Off the top of my head, I couldn't think of who Nancy Grace was, and so when they finally showed what she looked like, I was like, that hair is not right at all. The hair is very interesting. It's kind of like a triangle head, and it's kind of streaky in the front. Just from what I know about Nancy Grace, which isn't much, I don't know if Betty was just nervous or if she had to change her character or something. I don't know, because I was really expecting a lot more from Betty for Snatch Game, and I was definitely disappointed that her character was so flat. And then Robbie Turner was Diana Vreeland. Is that how you say her last name? Again, another person that I didn't really know who they were. I like his wig for this. It's a little bit busted, but for the most part, I like it. I think it's kind of cute. I love his scarf and his jewelry, his accessories. He looks the part very well, at least from the picture that I saw of her. He definitely looks the part, but again, it was just the characterization fell really flat for me. Especially after winning last week, I thought Robbie was gonna have way more than this for the character, but sometimes things fall flat. Naomi as Tiffany New York Pollard. Now, I actually know who she is. I've watched the show a couple times. I agree with the one guest judge that said the thing about the boobs, because that was my first thing. When they showed Naomi, I'm like, where's the tits? Like, is she New York, like when New York first started before she got 15 boob jobs? Like, but now she's like out here and up here. So I don't know why she chose not to do that. And also the wig she was wearing. Child! Whoo! New York's weaves always did look crusted and busted. Always. Her wigs were always terrible. And so's her mom's. Like, I'm sorry, ladies. New York and your mom, your weaves are terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They probably call it a unit, too. So, I don't know if that was a choice, if he did that mismatch color and everything on purpose, or if that's just all he had because he had been planning to do Whoopi. I don't know. It's one of those choices where it's like, I love it, but I hate it. I don't know. Because it is very accurate, but it's also very bad. And then Chi Chi DeVreen as Eartha Kitt. I love Eartha Kitt. I saw her in Cinderella when I was a little kid on tour. So she did the voice fine. She did the look fine. And, she played Catwoman, so she did, like, some cat stuff. Yes, it did get a little bit over the top. I was kind of like, Chi-Chi, why are you licking your leg and showing your Susie to the whole world right now? I don't know, but for the most part, I liked it. I liked her interpretation of the character. I didn't hate it. Derek as Brittany. It is really great to finally see Derek, like, do Brittany actually do it versus, you know, just look like her. And I thought he did really great. I thought his characterization was spot on. I thought his moves were great. His voice was great. He looks just like her. The wig is okay. I don't know what it is, but all of Derek's wigs lately have been super duper shiny. Like plastic fake looking shiny, and then they all look really cheap. And then when they show up close shots of him later, like in the workroom, they're not shiny, they look okay, they actually don't look that cheap, so I don't know what is going on with Derek's wigs. I love the color of this wig, I like the style of it, it's very Britney accurate, it just has a lot of like synthetic hair shine to it, but again, that's me, that's something that I notice. Okay, and then Bob the drag queen as Uzo Aduba. So good. Bob did such a good job with the characterization of Uzo. Like, he got the crazy eyes down, house down, boots, shoes, sandals, pay less, BOGO. Like, he's done it. And then he came out as Carol Channing, and honestly, I thought that was hilarious. And fun fact for all of you, if you don't believe me, you can Google this because it's a real thing. Carol Channing actually is part black. Blew your mind, right? So I thought both of Bob's characters were great. I thought he definitely deserved the win. Definitely deserved it. This is the first time we've had somebody change wigs and change characters. So that's a first with Snatch Game. Oh my god, these stupid ads on logotv.com. Those commercials were so long on logotv.com that I finished my entire mug of coffee and got more. And they still weren't over yet. Okay, so starting with runway, we have RuPaul. And RuPaul is in this beautiful, I don't even know what color this would be, like a gray. Lots of beading work on it, it looks like. And I also love RuPaul's wig here. This is one of like the classic RuPaul colors, that like two-tone blonde color. And the styling is very simple, but it's very pretty, and it's the silhouette is gorge. So Thorgy is first out on the runway, and she has the Madonna red kimono look, long black wig, geisha face, and she looks gorge. She's cinched, she has the nice little cutouts, she's Madonna, but she's still Thorgy, which I love. I thought the makeup was great, I thought the hair looked great. That's the hair she should have worn for Michael Jackson because it don't look cheap. Kimchi comes out. This kimono's gorge. Like, this kimono is beautiful. I love the detail work on it. Her makeup looks great. I actually don't mind Kimchi with like a short, flatter hairstyle. I think she looks very fantastic. My only thing about it is, again, the cinch. I think that she could be cinched a little more in the middle, or padded bigger. Padded bigger, cinched more, maybe even both. I feel like she's still very boxy, and especially in a kimono, which is a straight cut garment, I think she's still very boxy, but that's me. Hey Derek! I love this. Derek's kimono with the Madonna faces on it is gorgeous. I love it. And I'm looking at it, but again, I can't help but notice that the one that's on the left kind of looks like Willow. Like, the one on the right looks like Derek, and the one on the left looks like Willow. Like, is that just me? Do you guys see that too? Are you guys seeing this? Otherwise, the kimono was lovely. I love him in the short hair. I love him in dark hair. I think he looks beautiful. I think Derek's makeup is a little plain right now. I think it's definitely just kind of basic. I've kind of felt that way with his makeup since the start. I feel like he's not wearing a lot. I want more makeup from him. I want so much more makeup on that mug. I think he could be gorge. And then Naomi Smalls comes out, and she's in her red kimono, which is more like a let me go to bed kimono. I love this look because it is very Naomi. It's very Naomi does Madonna. Her makeup is exquisite. Those eyelids, that red glitter eyelid is gorge. I love that Michelle clocked her about wearing lingerie every week. I do think she's more Naomi than Madonna, personally, but I think she looks gorge. My only real critique with Naomi in this outfit was her bra cups not runneth over. They were empty. I don't know what it is about drag queens not padding their tits and they just wear an empty bra with nothing in it against a boy chest. Okay, Acid Betty. I actually was not familiar with this Madonna look at all. I'm sorry to say it. I think it's really cool. I think he executed it very well. My only problem with it is his makeup this week. I could still see Man Betty. Like, I could see Man Betty, and usually I can't. So I don't know if it's just because he's painted more naturally, but I love the wig. The wig's beautiful. I love all the little waves and the interest in it, and the length in the back is gorge. And I honestly, when he did the lip sync, I thought he was gonna pull all those things out and he was gonna like rip it open and the belly was gonna like turn into a gown or something, is what I thought he was gonna do. And then it never happened. And I was like, oh. I got really excited. Robbie Tanta. I love this look. Again, I've never seen League of Their Own. Don't kill me. It's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix for like 3 years. It's in my queue. Bitch got shit to do, okay? I love this look. I love the outfit. I love the idea of the hair. I like the double roll on this side and the single roll here. I've noticed this with Robbie on Instagram. His wigs that he has that are very, very coiffed like this in an updo type thing look as if they're a helmet. And I mean, you need an updo to be a helmet for traveling and for maintenance and for longevity. You need it to be a helmet. But I don't know what they use to make his a helmet because they actually look plastic. It looks like something molded. They don't really look like hair. Chi-Chi Divine. So Chi-Chi, I love this look. I thought it was a very cool take on Madonna. The skull cap with the ponytail was a good touch, but my other thing about this was that his corset was too low. He has the pointed boobs and they're like a solid 3 inches too low. And I don't know if they're actually attached to the corset or if he added that to someone else's corset. I don't know, but they're way, 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 way too low. And the corset is also too low because he's cinched at almost where his natural waist is versus where his ribs are, which is where women cinch up here. You need to cinch up there so that you're... I'm done trying to talk about drag queen proportions to people because I don't understand how people just can't see. My tits are too low, my waist is too big. I don't get it. I don't know what it's been with Chi-Chi's tits lately, but like last week she didn't wear them at all. And then the week before that it looked like her shoulder pads had fallen down into her chest for Roller Girl. So when Bob first came out, my initial thought was, I didn't know that Madonna was in Troop Beverly Hills. Because again, I'd never seen this look of Madonna's, but I love it. He did an excellent representation of this look. My only qualm is that the hair, I'm not a big fan of this wig. It just kind of looks like he went and bought like a cheap shake and go wig at the wig shop and put it on his head. It's not really a flattering color. The part's all weird and it's just not a really good style. Like I'm not a fan of it. And they're going on and on about his padding, and I honestly think his butt pad could be higher and bigger, personally. I think his butt's a little flat. She's wide, but she ain't got no weight on it. They do the lip sync and Betty is eliminated and gets sent home, and I'm very sad about that. Because I have loved Betty since the beginning. I like how much of a bitch she is to everybody else because she's being honest. And I mean, yes, she does stir the pot a lot, and yes, she kind of starts drama sometimes. At least what is edited and what they're showing us. Again, remember ladies, these episodes are shot in like 3 days and they have to make it into an hour-long thing. Lots of other things happen that we don't see. It was like low energy. I wasn't a fan of it. The wig was terrible. It just wasn't right. And I think it was Betty's time to go, and I'm definitely going to miss her, especially if they do anything else that's super artsy. You know, I am definitely gonna miss her because I love her creativity and her artistic and uniqueness, but it was her time to go. I do have to give 2 special shout outs in this episode. Shout out number 1 is RuPaul's little rickrack suit jacket. Oh my God. I need that in my life. That was the cutest suit jacket I've ever seen. I loved it. Shout out number 2 is Kimchi's nasty dirty lace on that pearl wig. When she turned it around, I literally was like, oh my God. Girl, I have a tutorial called Clean Your Lace. I'm gonna put it right here and in the box below. Please watch it, please. I'm sorry it was so late to post it. I have had so many things to do and I wasn't able to get it up in a very timely fashion, and I do apologize for that, and that's life of a creative freelancer in New York, you know. So, be sure to check out all my fun social media links down in the box. Also, be sure to check out bobbypins.com, where I have a wide assortment of beautiful heat-safe synthetic lace front wigs and wefting, as well as styling accessories such as canvas heads, wig stands, rollers, pins, clips, everything you need to get your wig projects done right. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys very soon for another fun video. And remember, hashtag is called a wig.